Hey everyone, and welcome to the School Scoop, the podcast that keeps you connected to everything happening here at Westside High School. I'm Ragan.
And I'm Danica, and we're so excited to dive into today's episode, which is all about connections, the kind that make high school memorable and impactful.
We're focusing on how our unique traditions build a strong community and the incredible relationships students form with our amazing faculty.
And I'll be breaking down all the opportunities available to students, from clubs and sports to academic pathways, and how those shape the broader student experience.
Grab your headphones and get ready for the scoop. Okay, Danica, let's start with something that makes Westside special, our traditions. They aren't just one-off events. They are the glue of our school's culture.
I love the traditions here. They always make me feel like part of something bigger than just my grade level.
Exactly. Take our annual homecoming weeks, for example. It's a week-long event where everyone comes together just to have fun and celebrate our football or basketball team, depending on the year. The energy is always electric, and it's a shared experience that connects generations.
The essence of shared history is powerful.
It is, but traditions aren't just about events, they're also about the daily interactions. I want to talk about teacher-student relationships. It's a core part of Westside's difference.
I agree. It feels less transactional here and more like mentorship.
Absolutely. We're not just numbers in the classrooms. Teachers are genuinely want to see us succeed. I was talking to Miss Riggs in the English department last week about my semester test, and she said just 30 minutes in RTI and gave me a bunch of ideas for my essay. That personal investment is everywhere. Our teachers know our names, our goals, and they really guide us.
It's great when you have that support system. It makes everything else seem achievable. Speaking of achievable goals, let's talk about how Westside High helps you find your passion. I'm covering all the incredible opportunities and student relationships that grow outside of the classroom.
This is your wheelhouse, Danica. Lay it on us.
Thanks, Ragan. The variety here is insane. We have over 20 clubs, everything from competitive sports to the environmental science club. The cool part is these aren't just bullet points for your college application. These are places where you find your people.
You find your people in CVC, right?
100%. I learned teamwork skills I'll use forever, and those relationships with my teammates are some of the strongest I have. We push each other to be better. Beyond clubs, let's highlight our amazing FBLA program, Educators Rising program, and NHS program. These programs offer real-world experiences and chances to work with professionals. It's where those connections Reagan mentioned earlier really shine, teachers connecting students to amazing opportunities.
That fundamental approach really prepares us for life after graduation. It sounds cliche, but it's very true here. Before we wrap up, we want to leave you with one key takeaway.
If you are a new student or even a returning one, our advice is simple: get involved. You won't regret joining a club or talking to a teacher after class.
Seriously, those relationships and experiences are what you'll remember long after you've forgotten the quadratic formula.
Next week on the podcast, we have an exclusive interview with Coach Genesee and Coach Brandon about the upcoming basketball games.
2 hours later.
What's your name?
Coach Brown,
What do you teach?
civics and economics for 11th grade.
Okay. What advice would you give your high school self?
Not to put so much pressure on myself. In high school, I used to really care about my grades and care what people think about me, but it's really not that important at the end of the day.
What would you want older generations to know about teens today?
I think it's very true that we should not take it so hard on them. Don't use your life experience and put it on kids today. Don't put pressure on kids today based off of what you experienced throughout your life.
How do you think or want students to remember you?
Just as a warm demander, somebody who really cares about the kids, but also somebody who really puts high expectations on them and pushes them to be better. Also funny.
What's your main message to upcoming students or new students?
One, get your work done. Most teachers here, most teachers around the world, even in college, just want you to get your work done. And two, don't put pressure on yourself. Make friends, find a hobby, and be involved.
What genre of a movie do you think explains your life?
Well, number one, probably a good comedy movie, a good one though, not a bad one. Ryan Gosling would play me because we look pretty much the same. For you upcoming students that listen to this, if you ever see Ryan Gosling in the hallway, that's me. But just a good one, probably rated 5 stars on IMDb. A really good Netflix movie, comedy. Probably win an Oscar or two, that type of movie, really, really good, 5 out of 5 stars.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name and what do you teach?
My name is Whitney Hall, and I teach technical theater, theater, and oral comm.
What advice would you give your high school self?
I would give my high school self the advice that things are not as serious as I thought that they were, and life does get better. There's a huge world outside of high school, and each day is just better than the next, so just keep going.
What would you want older generations to know about teens today?
I think one thing that older generations don't understand is how wonderful teens today are. They really are genuinely kind and accepting of people that are different from them, and it seems like they are way more empathetic than my generation was as teens.
How do you think students will or you want them to remember you as?
I hope that students will remember me as the teacher that really, really cared and that treated them like people and understood when they had bad days, because we all have bad days, and didn't try to go on like a power trip of respect. I just try to be as understanding as I can.
What's your main message to upcoming students?
I think finding a group of like-minded people right when you move up to high school is a good thing. And don't be afraid to try new things, and just be a good person.
What genre of a movie would you choose to explain your life?
A comedy.
Like an embarrassing one or like a good one?
Like an embarrassing one, probably.
Yeah, like a really embarrassing
My
one.
life is crazy.
Beautiful. Yes.
What's your name and what do you teach?
My name is Mr. Sloan, and I teach art.
What advice would you give your high school self?
Maybe not care as much as what people think about you. Be yourself, have fun, and yeah, enjoy life.
What would you want older generations to know about teens today?
They're actually just like you were when you were younger. Cut them some slack. They make mistakes. That's fine. That's how they learn.
How do you think students will remember you?
Hopefully that I cared about them and I wasn't just giving lip service to that. Like, I cared about how they were and how they were doing, and hopefully I let them enjoy art a little bit more than they did when they started.
What's your main message to upcoming students?
Try and mature a little bit. Like, it's not all about just cutting up and being stupid and having fun. Like, yeah, we can have fun, but don't be mean and grow up, please.
What genre of movie would you choose to explain your life?
Dark, tragic, comedy. All in one.
Thank you. What's your name and your grade?
Kai Cameron, 11th grade.
What's your main message to upcoming students?
Just try to have the most fun that you can.
What teacher/staff impacts you the most and why?
Miss Cured, because she helps with a lot of stuff and she's always there for us.
What's the best memory that you've made with your friends at school so far this year?
This year?
Forever. Ever.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Definitely last year when we did our lip sync and won.
thanks.
Grade. Kelsey Ross, and I'm a senior.
What's your main message to upcoming students?
I'd tell them, coming into high school, it can be a little intimidating, but just to be who you are, and you shouldn't have to change who you are to fit in.
Which teacher/staff impacts you the most and why?
I'd say Miss Riggs, because even though sometimes we have bad days and we come in there and we don't want to work, she always pushes us to do our best, and she's always positive, and she just helps us stay on track and get our work done.
What's your best memory you've made with your friends at school so far?
Definitely homecoming, whenever we won the Spirit Stick, rushing the court was just one of the best memories.
Something you wish people outside of the school understood about our student experience here?
I'd tell them, on the outside we look like a small school, but it has its perks because everybody you go to school with, you've grown up with them, you know how they are, and just it makes it feel like a second home, really.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's Shelby Bueller, and I'm in 11th grade.
What's the main message you would tell to upcoming students? To go to everything that we host. It's really fun, and go with all your friends. Which teacher or staff employee impacts you the most and why? I don't know. Probably Mr. Sloan. He's great. Love him. Miss Curtin. Love her. She does a lot of stuff. That's probably who. What's the best memory you've made with your friends at the school so far? Like homecoming and like all this stuff, like lip sync. What's something you wish people outside the school understood about the student experience? I think we're a lot closer than people think we really are. Like we all like each other a lot, I think.
What's your name and your grade?
My name is Jacoba Mosley, and I'm a senior.
What's your message to upcoming students?
Do your work, stay on top of it, don't get behind, because once you're behind, but also ask for help too.
Teacher impacts you the most and why?
I would say Mr. Sloan, because if you're having a bad day, he's going to uplift you.
What's the best memory that you've made so far this year?
I would say homecoming. Basketball homecoming is my favorite because of the lip sync, so if you're into that, do that.
What do you want people outside of our school to understand about our student experience?
I would just say we're one big happy family. It's just it's not a lot of people here. It's a little bit of people. We're just all family.
Wraps up this episode of The School Scoop. We hope we gave you a little insight into what makes our school community so special.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember to subscribe wherever you get your podcast and follow us on our school's official social media channels to stay in the loop.
Until next time, I'm Ragan.
And I'm Danica.
Stay connected.
And you're low-key in the face of